up, guys? I decided to do a Q&A because I get a lot of the same questions on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and my stream, so I decided, why don't I just do a video and answer them? They're basically generic questions because I wanted to be able to just give you guys an idea of who I am, the things that I do, stuff like that. So let's get into it. The first question is from Sarah at VBallinChick, and she asks, what's the first game that got you into online gaming? Actually, the first game probably that I played online was RuneScape in like 2006, and I'm still obsessed with RuneScape. It's my favorite game. It will always be my favorite game. I am a strong believer that you never quit RuneScape, you just keep taking long breaks, because I always end up going back to it. I actually just started playing it again, and I've been questing like no other. That's really my favorite thing to do. I've always been more of like a quester slash skiller than somebody that does PK. I mean, if you play RuneScape, you know what. But yeah, so RuneScape was the first game that got me into online gaming. JC Ambris _510 asks, what's the one thing you cherish more than anything else in the world? Probably my dog. If you guys know me, you know that my dog is literally my pride and joy. She's my best friend. She's the cutest thing ever. I call her all these different types of nicknames, whether it's my Beep, my Pin, Bubby. Like, there's just so many nicknames for her. She's literally my favorite thing ever. Anytime I'm upset, she's right there. Super supportive when I'm upset, and that's why she's my favorite. She's my most cherished thing in the world. _official, I'm gonna say Beto, but I'm probably wrong, said, what brought you into gaming / streaming? So when I was a kid, my dad bought a Nintendo 64 from my neighbor's yard sale, and he got like Mario and all these different types of games, and my sister and I used to play that all the time, and that's basically what got me into like gaming per se. And what got me into streaming was actually my ex-boyfriend Zuma Tommy, as you guys know him. He was actually the person that told me that I should get into gaming, or streaming rather. He would tell me that he could help me with it, which he actually did help me a lot. He got me onto Luminosity, which is how I got my partnership on Twitch. He helped me pick out a computer. He said he would help me with all that stuff, which he did, so I really appreciate him and everything that he did for me. So yeah, he was the one that convinced me to stream, because at first I was like, no. I was working at Adidas and I hated it. Literally hated it. I worked there for 3 years. Terrible time. I was so over it. I hated it. When they would call me and say that they need me in, I'd literally cry because it was like the worst job. Tommy was the one that convinced me to start streaming, and I am very thankful that he did because I enjoyed a lot. Next question is from Alex Ramirez. Are you going to continue streaming after you finish college and get your career or job? After I graduate, I probably will still stream full-time and see like where I could go with it. I would actually like to get into like a career, and I'll get into that. There's another question that asks like about my studies and stuff like that, and I'll finish that there. GRose514 says, what's your dog's name? My dog's name is Bubby. She was actually originally named Pebbles, but we kind of stole her from my mom's neighbors because they were abusing her. They would like keep her tied outside on the porch day and night, winter, whatever it was. They would never feed her. She literally was like living underneath their deck, and I was like, and they had so many dogs, so they just didn't even care. Like, it wasn't even like a priority to them to have their dogs like being taken care of well. So we actually stole her, and they didn't even care. Like, they asked my mom once. They were like, oh, have you seen Pebbles? And then after my mom said no, they were just like, okay, and that was it. Like, they didn't even ask like any more times or go out to find her or anything. So yeah, so we took her. Her name is Bubby now. Her name is Puppy, technically, because we weren't gonna keep her. We were just gonna like rescue her from those weirdos, and then we were gonna give her like to a better home because my dad is actually allergic to dogs. But we ended up keeping her, and we just kind of have nicknames for her now. We mostly call her Bubby though. That's like her biggest name. Atrocity asks, what's your biggest advice for new streamers like myself who want to grow but have no viewers every time they stream? Basically, I would say to utilize all of your social medias. I always tweet out my stream, put it on Instagram, put it on Snapchat, anything that I have, because the more people that get in there, obviously the more people that are gonna stick around. Also, acknowledge people in your chat. It's really important that you communicate and basically keep contact with your viewers, because a lot of people like to feel welcomed when they're in your stream. Because I like to go into small streamers' streams often, because I just like to host them and stuff like that. And when I go into somebody's stream and they don't even like acknowledge me, I'm like, it's just like weird. Like, I'd rather you say hello or something, and then if they don't, then I'm just like, okay, bye. Like, I don't want to hang out in a stream where nobody even acknowledges you or like contacts you or says hello or anything. And consistency is also really important. You can't like stream for a week, take off like 2 months, stream for another week, because then nobody's gonna stick around. Nobody's gonna support you constantly, and nobody wants to follow somebody that does that, so consistency is really important. J Martinez 24, what are your pet peeves? Oh boy, actually I could explain one today. Today I was in class. Oh my god. So I was kind of late to class because, you know, if you're in college, like, and you commute, parking is literally the worst. So I got to class late, and the seat that I normally sit in, somebody was sitting in, so I had to sit somewhere else, and I sat in front of this girl. I sit down and she pulls out a foot-long sandwich, and I was like, oh my god. And she was chewing behind me, and I was like, oh my god. And so finally she finishes this sandwich after like 15 minutes. Like, we're almost like halfway through the class basically, and I'm like, thank god, because I'm not confrontational at all, so I wasn't gonna turn around and be like, can you not chew so loud? So I was just like, whatever. So I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden I hear this even louder chewing, and I kind of like turned to the side and was like looking in like my peripheral vision because I didn't want to just turn around and stare at her. But she pulled out a Tupperware of carrots. I was like, this is like the loudest food. Once you crack into it and you just hear that loud snap of the carrot, I was like, no way, she's literally eating carrots right now in this class. And the class is 50 minutes long. Like, couldn't you just wait the 50 minutes and then just stop? Like, my god, I cannot stand loud chewers. Second, I hate when people say we was or they was. It's we were and they were. I hate that. When somebody says that, I'm literally just automatically triggered. I'm like, oh my god. And when people blow up my phone, I cannot stand my phone is constantly going off. I have my Twitter notifications off. I have my Snapchat notifications off. I usually have my phone, honestly, on Do Not Disturb because I'm just like way too... I just can't do it. I can't. I don't know this name. I really don't. Okay. Ever considered being a model? I have literally no self-confidence, so no. Actually, when I was younger, my dream job was to either be an actress or a model, neither of which have come true. But my parents were actually both models. My dad did runway, and my mom was more like commercial print promo stuff, and she was in like magazines and stuff. So apparently the agency that my mom worked for like isn't a thing anymore, and my dad, I don't remember what his excuse was, but you know, it's whatever. Maybe I'll make it big as an Instagram model or something. Probably not, because I actually don't even upload to Instagram very often. Phase_censor. Buy me Gfuel. No balls. I can't buy you Gfuel, but you could use code Nufo for 10% off. Luma asks, you going to any CWL events this year? I will be at CWL Vegas. However, I mean, none of the other events have been announced, but it depends on what the event is. I usually love going to Anaheim. Anaheim's my favorite event. I love Anaheim, but because I love California. But yeah, I will be in Vegas. It'll be my first event as 21, so I'm trying to turn the fork up. So I'll be at Vegas 100%. I'm not sure about any other ones. It depends on where it is and if it's like an interesting place, because if not, then I'll just be like, no. Terminate asks, do pineapples belong on pizza? I haven't had Hawaiian pizza in probably like 10 years, honestly. I had it at my neighbor's house like hella long ago. I don't remember if I liked it or not. I don't like cooked fruit, I guess. I hate apple pie, cherry pie, anything that has like warm fruit. It's just disgusting to me. So I probably wouldn't like it, but I mean, if you like it, then I'm not gonna like hate you for it. That's everybody's, like, people have their own opinions and likes. So I mean, I like milk with my pizza. I mean, I don't dunk my pizza in the milk like some people do, but I like to drink a glass of milk when I eat pizza. That's like my weird thing. Yeah, so I don't mind pineapple on pizza if you like it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to eat that. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but they said celebrity crush. My celebrity crush is either Kylie Jenner or Megan Fox. I love Kylie Jenner. I love her personality. I feel like we could be BFFs. And Megan Fox is just hot. She has weird thumbs, but she's hot. Like, who cares about the thumbs? She's hot. She just looks like she glows all the time, and I'm like, how is she like that? It's just not fair. Dragon Fist YouTube says, what's the usual Panero order? Ooh. This is my language. Normally I get a turkey avocado BLT minus the tea with light mayo. I hate tomato. Tomato is just disgusting. So no tomato, but light mayonnaise. And then I usually get 2 of them. And then I get a bowl of chicken noodle soup. And then sometimes I'll get like a random thing. I like to like spice it up. But normally I'll get a cinnamon scone because I like scones. But that's like my normal thing. And the people at Panera actually know me because I go there literally all the time. Raid Away asks, do you know how Molotovs work?
How does this work?
Oh my god!
Fail. All assets lost.
What? The fuck? funny. You're good. You're funny. J Moon ATX says, what are you majoring in? I'm a communications major with a concentration in public relations. It's a communications degree, so it's like super broad. I could do a lot with it, which is what I like. So yeah, public relations basically is just cleaning up the act of the person that is going through a scandal, telling them what to do to kind of clean up their image and make everything better so people still like them. That's basically all it is. ADR Extreme says, what's your most favorite moment of your Twitch career? I have a lot of stupid moments on stream. Probably the funniest, you guys probably aren't gonna think this is funny because you didn't see it. And I don't know where the freaking clip is for it, but it's so freaking funny. Okay, so I was playing H1 one time and I thought I'd be like cool if I did those scenes that like zoom in on your face, and I remember I was playing H1 and I accidentally hit the scene, so like all of a sudden it was like this, like it was literally like this part of my face, like just on the screen. The entire screen was literally just like my face, and I was just playing H1 not even realizing, and there was no gameplay. It was just zoomed in on my face, and it was just like so funny because somebody like typed in the chat and they were like, what's with the camera? And I looked and it was just my, I don't even know how long it was like that, but it was just my face and I felt like such an idiot. Nate Sanity asks, biggest fear in life? My biggest fear is car accidents. I hate car accidents. They're probably my biggest fear because of how realistic they are and how like out of control they basically are, like out of your control. Because like when you're in a car accident, a lot of the time it's not even your fault. Like you can't control the other people on the road, and that's the scary part about it. Like I could be driving and somebody just comes flying out and hits me and there's really nothing I could do about it. Like I can't avoid it. And you know what else I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of both being in an accident and witnessing accidents, because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna see like an accident and there's gonna be like a body flying, and I'm just so scared of it. Like I drive to Jersey all the time, and if you've ever driven to Jersey and you go on like the Garden State and you're on like 78 and stuff, like it's just so many lanes and people switching lanes and all this stuff and people not paying attention, and it's just all this stuff happening at once, and I'm just like, oh my god, and I'm just waiting for an accident to happen, and I'm just praying that I'm not involved in it. But I'm just so scared that somebody's gonna get an accident and then like a body is gonna like fly out of the windshield and I'm gonna see it and it's gonna be like landing and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be scarred. Like I'm laughing but I'm actually like terrified. Like that's so scary. So yeah. Sarah Price X said, as your only IRL friend, would you jump in front of a bullet for me? Of course. Of course, my only IRL friend, I'd do anything for you. Notorious 301 says, would you ever come to NYC? By the way, you're my favorite streamer. I've been to New York City plenty of times, but I actually do really enjoy it. I like the atmosphere. I'm one of those people that goes to New York City to go see like the tree in the winter time, and it's basically like you just go to the tree, you stand there for like 10 minutes and you're like, all right, what now? You spend like 40 minutes finding a parking spot, walking to the freaking tree, and then you're just like, all right, nice tree, let's go. And that's basically it. But it's just like the atmosphere of the city with like the buildings and everybody's like rushing and there's just so much to do, and I was like, I love this. I like New York City, but I don't have any plans to go. Maybe I'll go this year to see the tree, but I'm not actually sure. But yeah, I think I'm finished. I don't have any more questions, and I'm kind of out of breath because I don't do this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll do more of these. I have another video coming on Friday, so look out for that. Peace.